What is cracking, Rhypals? I'm Ryan and welcome to another Rhypla Builds vlog. Today we are doing a store update because I've been very busy doing a lot of changes, especially here in my display behind me. So if you've been to the shop, you've probably seen my setup behind me here. This has got all my master grade kits. Whether you know or may know, I'm trying to finish having every single master grade display. Up to present day, I'm only missing about 22 to complete it out of the 225. So yeah, sorry if I haven't really been posting much on YouTube, simply because it's just been very difficult to do any sort of unboxing content like what I've been doing in the past, because I've mentioned it before, whether you've seen it in the past, is that sometimes I'll shoot a vlog in the morning and by the afternoon, most of the stock is gone and there's kind of no point editing it. But anyway, in today's video, let us walk you through to what I've been doing over the last 3 weeks. So I've been doing a fair bit of stuff and changing things up here in the shop. So let me just flip this around. If you have a look here, this is kind of what the shop's front end is looking like. Check it out. In the past, this display here used to be over there, and you could see a window right around here. Now, what I've done is I've fabricated two more shelves, two more cabinets. These are actually just the Billy bookcases, which I've modified by putting in like some lights and some glass shelves. But this is just a plain basic Billy bookcase. So if you kind of have a look here, that's what the front end is looking like right now. Now this one here used to be over there. Now I've got plans for this part of the display. This is not finished yet. I am putting the boards and the cladding and also the perspex in front of where that is there, right? So looking at from here, that's got all of my the car displays are there. Some of the macro stuff and aircraft and stuff is all there. The cars, like what I said, and this is again, just sort of like a bunch of just sort of random models. This one here is also the new display given to us by Bandai. So this is showing you from the entry grade SD, HG, RG, MG, and the PG lineup. So yeah, pretty happy with how this is sort of set up. And yeah, looking at just what I've got here, everything's a little bit more organized. I mean, there's like this here, you've got the RX 78s. This was the first one from 1995 and all the way up to the 3.0 and then the Origin. But you know, my goal here is really to try and just have this all a little bit more organized. And I'm pretty happy with the way it showed up. Now, this is also very new. If you have a look here, this part here is all the RG displays. These are actually, again, I bought this last year actually. It was on sale. It was actually on sale from IKEA. You wouldn't believe how much I paid for it. I paid $30 for this. So I think they were just dumping them. There was an end of line sort of thing. This is like last July. And it's taken me a year to actually go ahead and install this. Before, this used to have just a plain wall, empty wall with a couple of prints and so on. That was kind of just there. So yeah, looking at all of this layout here is just a little bit more cohesive. And then for some reason, I feel like I've actually gained a lot more space in here. But eventually we're going to be building up the top of that if need be. Most likely will be the large models like the PGs and whatnot. Now, behind me is my studio, my workstation. So there's been a couple of changes, a couple of things, especially on how I've got the the workstation built up over there. Everything I've got here, even my finally retired. I've finally retired my old chair. So this is a brand new desky chair. Very, very comfortable to use, and it's got that nice aesthetic of white and so on. And looking at my setup over here, this is where I build, and this is just all my tools and everything else that's kind of set in there. Spray booth is here. You guys have seen that before, but yeah, this is just like this is really just trying to be a lot more how would you say, deliberate, and everything I've designed it so that it's easier to work, and everything's within arm reach. I'm gonna do a separate vlog on how I've got this set up and run you through the thought process of how I've got the spray booth set up. All my airbrushes are there, all my pretty thin paint and everything else behind me. Now, another one is this area here. If you remember, my large TV used to be here, but I've now moved it right over there. This one, it's still a work in progress, still not finished. Most likely going to be a lot more displays, a lot more tools, and so on. So this just gives me a little bit more real estate on how I've got, I got my brushes there, my sandpapers there, all the accessories, paints, and everything you see along the way. Now this one is, I think last time I did a shop update video, this wasn't around. This is my legendary paint rack, which is all DIY, built by me, because they did not have. So this is kind of how I've got it set up. Looking at that, all the legendary paints are there, and then some stuff on display there and there. And I've also moved the decals into the side here. Right, decals. As you can see, there really isn't a single millimeter wasted in this shop, right? It's just the challenge that I got to sort of work with. I got to make sure that every single part is never wasted. So anyway, let's go ahead and have a look of what the current stock situation is looking like right now. There we go. Let's just go from top to bottom. This has got all my high grades. The Pokemon is there. Then you have all of your Dragon Ball stuff is there. Some SDs. Your HGs are here. And also, just a side note, I had a delivery of some premium Bandai stuff come in. So that's what it's looking like right now. Then let's have a look at this, the overheads. This is actually probably the nicer, I should say, this is probably one of the times that I've actually got a decent stock level. Over the last couple of months, it's been very, very difficult to get stock. The RGs are there. RGs there. All of your One Piece stuff is in there. Oh, speaking of One Piece, there you go. If you're a fan and you've been looking for the larger One Piece model, which is these guys, the Going Merry and the Thousand Sunny, is there. There we go. All the master grades are here too. Check it out. That one's back. What else do we have? Yeah, like what I said, some premium Bandai stuff has come in, and what you see there is looking like right now. Okay, next. This is what I would call, I don't know if you guys have seen this. This is the the waifu corner that has all of your 30-minute sisters models are here. These two guys, premium Bandai, that's come back. And of course the frame arm girls and also the 30-minute missions stuff is in there. So yeah, that's kind of what you're looking like right now. And you know, if you've been sort of following me on my Instagram, I have been complaining a lot about stock because it has been very, very difficult trying to get stock. A lot of my allocations isn't being filled. Even like the G-Quacks, the new G-Quack stuff, I would order 92 pieces. And you know how many I would get? I would get 12 if I'm lucky. More of the SDs and so on. And of course I carry a little bit of aircraft. And of course this is my wall of cars from Hiroshima. There we go. Okay, one more quick sweep of the shop so you get the idea of what it's looking like right now. Just running you through on what we have here at the shop, and again, thank you very much for the support, and you know the drill. Buy my stuff. www.rhyplabuilds.com.au. Anyway, as always, stay safe, be good to each other, stay humble, and as always, can I get a hell yeah? See you guys on the next vlog. See ya.